Hello to all the amazing people, the Niemer here, and welcome to some more Citizen Sleeper. If you want to watch the full playlist, you can find the link in the comments or description below. Otherwise, welcome, sit back, relax, and enjoy as we play as a runaway corporate robot, quote unquote, with a person's mind in it. We are free. And yeah, look at this beauty here. The Sidereal Horizon, colony ship in construction. Well, it is constructed. In the last episode, things didn't really go well for us and Lem and his girl. It turns out the lottery was a setup, maybe. Like my first drive failed, I think. Where is it though? Can we see? So... let's see, join, help and work. There we go. So this one we failed. The draw didn't go your way. In fact, you never had a chance. Work your way into the shipyard crew, help complete the Sidereal Horizon, wait for the ticket draw. I invested a lot of time into that ship, and we are pissed off right now, right? We're gonna seek our revenge. No. But anyway, Lem is out and he's looking for work. Sleeper, gone to find work. Lem. Right, so we can interact with it right now. We found some new opportunities on top of this tower, so we'll definitely look into that. And we are also growing mushrooms here, and we need to do some research on them here. We need to bring some Matsutake samples here to the lab. However, I think let's hang out with some more of our friends. We're gonna go and forage for some fungus here. So I'm gonna talk to our good friend Amphis. But we need to bring him 3 Girol caps, if I'm not mistaken. There you go, we're gonna grab 4. And yeah. This is one of the first missions we got into this game. It took us a while, but here we are. Almost 2 months on the station. There you go, Memphis. I brought you some really tasty stuff. Hopefully you appreciate it. Girol fricassee. Memphis wants to make this old recipe. He needs 3 handful of Girol caps, fresh and firm. So right now we are paying 12 Cyro to get 3 energies. Let's see if this becomes better now that we bring him some beautiful mushrooms here. Memphis eagerly takes the bright yellow Girol caps. He seemed pleased with them. Okay. Girol prep. Memphis is working on gathering the ingredients and preparing the mushrooms. He doesn't like to rush this thing, so I'm gonna take 3 cycles for him to set this up. Right. And, well, I'm hungry, so we're gonna need to go and eat somewhere else then. Okay. Yeah, right. I'm gonna buy some rations here for it. Good. And we're gonna use our last dice here to... oh, this time he did say Yatagan agent. Okay. But I need an Heavenage agent. Oh, now it works. The tooltips work. Okay. I hope Lem doesn't do anything stupid. Like trying to board the ship as a stowaway or something like that. Well, desperate times call for desperate measures. I can't say I would be like completely surprised if that did happen. Okay, I'm gonna feed the cat for some good karma here. Hopefully. Okay, so Lem looking for work. Okay. So this dude Caster, we played some games with him and he gave us some good money for some Heavenish protocols and Yatagan businesses. Doesn't seem like we can interact with it anymore, but the thing didn't go away, which is a little bit weird. I'll probably reroll these. I want 5s and 6s. There we go. Okay, he's preparing the meals. That's fine. The ship is like getting ready to embark. It doesn't seem like we can like do anything here. Yeah, I wonder if I missed something that would let us win the lottery. Anyway, we're gonna know more in 2 days. Overlook bar. Let's get some more food here. Good service, bar shift. Should we do a bar shift to get some good service going? Yeah, sure, why not? The Overlook clientele can be a tough crowd, but you have Talla's backing, and that means a lot. Right. One more. Bam. And now we are a Talla, Overlook owner. Hello there, Talla. Are you happy with my bartending? The Giro slides from the bottle into the lumpy recycled glass, a pale greasy yellow under the Overlook's warm light. The spacer nods and takes the drink, bringing it up to their face in both hands like an offering bowl. This is the good stuff. The stuff Talla says is aged in wooden casks, stored in some closed-off part of the old station, among corroded wires and softly looped systems, though sometimes it's hard to tell if Talla is joking. Either way, you like pouring this stuff. It gets on your fingers, and if you rub them together, you can smell the mossy drink, cut through with anisette, mushrooms, wood as the alcohol evaporates. You like those who order it too. The aged gyro is kept beneath the bar, open to order only by those who know it's there, like the quiet spacer sitting at the bar right now. Watch the spacer. They are far enough away that you can freely watch them as you close the bottle and tuck it beneath the bar. You can call them a spacer because they bear the hallmarks. Pale, black-suited, bird-boned and hunched beneath the weight of the station's spin gravity. But the closer you look, the less you see a type. Pale eyes, almost great but kind. Delicate fingers that lightly drum the bar as if it was an instrument. A shock of black hair almost covering a forehead scar. Scars are something you have learned to value. They are what marks your body from the hundreds, maybe thousands, who knows, of similar models that rolled out of SNRP's biolabs. You find yourself rubbing one of your forearm, a rough little split, something that on the good days you might think of as a mark of defiance. Suddenly you hear a heavy clunking at the door. It creaks open and a huge cylindrical metal tank tumbles through, slamming into the floor. Shit! Talla breezes in from behind it, a veil of hair and bright eyes. Shit. Talla? Sleeper, she ducks behind the bar and comes over. Can you help me with this? You look at the huge metal tank suspiciously. How did you get that up here? Talla puts a hand on her hip. Are you going to help me or what? You come around the bar and get to one side of the tank. Okay, says Talla, on my count. 1, 2, 3. You both heave the tank up to standing. Somehow you hold it in place, struggling to keep it steady. Talla? In the back, comes a voice from behind the tank. Somehow you manage to lug the huge thing into the back room, where you place it in one corner, dwarfing the rest of the contents in the cramped space. As you do, you hear a crunch. You stand back and look at the expired rations oozing out from under the tank. Oh shit, Talla looks at you apologetically. I know you liked those. That's okay. No, good riddance. Talla smiles. Oh good, I thought maybe liking expired rations was some kind of sleeper thing. You push the crushed rations to one side, that's the end of that. Talla looks exhausted and rubs her shoulders. Francis, I swear to... Francis? Francis, I mentioned him already. My guy on the door, deal with the suppliers. Tall, she sighs. He was supposed to be back from ATN's up in the Greenway by now. Back with our Giro. She leans against the tank. It seems that he's got lost again, or joined the Hifa commune. We need that Giro. There's 4 other bars near here, and the spacers sure as hell don't come to the Overlook for the ambience. She looks through the open door to check if anyone can hear her. She knocks on the hollow tank. So, I'm taking matters into my own hands. She smiles. Welcome, Sleeper, to the Overlook Distillery. You look around the dank back room. You must be joking. She gives you an unimpressed look. Where's your imagination? This'll work. I might need some help though, she shrugs. You up for it? She knocks on the tank again. Could be fun. Happy to help. Okay. She grabs you by the shoulders. I'm excited. She turns around and looks at the tank. I reckon we chop this thing in half. One half for fermentation, the other we turn into a still. We also need to gather the ingredients. She turns back and looks at you. You look more like a chopper than a gatherer. She smiles. So how about you build a still and top while I work on the rest? Oh, wait, Sleeper. I had an idea. Talla is grinning now and it is making you nervous. To make up for the rations, how about we put a kitchen in here too? A kitchen? Aha! I always wanted to serve food. She turns back to the tank. This is going to be great, she says to herself. You look at the dented tank and the barrel. At least she has vision. Talla nudges you to put the back room... You out of the back room and closes the doors. As you go back to the bar, you hear the banging and thumping begin. The spacer finishes up their drink and nods in your direction as they leave. You can't quite tell if it's a gesture of sympathy or good luck. So much for a quiet shift. Right, so new drive discovered. Build a still. So we can still do the bar shifts like before, but doing the bar shifts opened up a new option here. We can create an overlook distillery, build the still. You'll need to cut Tala's tank down and turn it into a still and a fermentation tub, as well as setting up the room for distilling. It's a big job. Overlook distillery. You aren't sure Tala knows what she's doing, but she's a hard person to say no to. So it looks like you're building this thing. Well, I'm gonna build it. There we go. Why not? Why not? Let's build the overlook still, because why not? Okay. Should be fun. It's all fun and games until something goes wrong. I'm still worried about our friend Lamb and his daughter, though. That will be my main thing I will be working on. So how many spores do we have? 2. I also would like to go and gather some more spores, so when the next harvest time comes we are ready for that as well. Okay, we don't need a new stabilizer, that's okay. We are like swimming in cash, so shouldn't be a problem. Let's give some money to the kitty cat. There we go. I'm gonna end the cycle, and then in the morning same thing, feed the kitty cat again. Maybe we need to feed her like 1,000,000 times in one day. Oh, who knows? In any case, life is good here on the station called the Eye. Okay, so I'm still looking for a job. We cannot do anything with that. And this thing is about to like leave. And it doesn't seem like... We'll probably be able to interact with it next day though, right? And let's go across, see how our plants are doing. Okay, one more turn, so that means I definitely want to go and collect enough spores, so we have 3 at least. 3 spores will be enough to like do that thing once more the next day. Do I want to start up on another story here with the HIFA labs and stuff? No, I probably want to focus on my current stories and stuff. I don't think I need scrap. I have like what, 9? Yeah, that's enough. We can grab some Girol caps here. Let's grab some more of those. Okay. And is our friend Memphis done yet? Cooking the Girol caps we brought him? Let's see. No, one more round. That's okay. Let's go buy a couple more of these, I guess. They're so cheap now. Don't worry about my cash, by the way. I have a lot of data I can sell. And yeah, I guess we can start working on the distillery. Oh, by the way, seems like this ship arrived. So we can go and buy some more fragments here. Actually earn money by turning these into the shipmine cores. There we go. This one still didn't arrive. Okay. And I guess we'll go and sell some stuff, so we're not so bad on the cash. So let's go to like 200 or so, I don't know. There's a lot of clicking involved here though, so I like to avoid this thing, but you know, being without cash is probably not a really smart thing to do, so I would like to have some cash around just in case, you know, just in case. Okay, there we go. Okay. Need that cash to feed the kitty cat, right? Okay, let's start working on this thing. This thing is risky, but doesn't seem like we lose some energy if we fail, so it's not the biggest end of the world. We can use like the bad dice on it to force. Not guaranteed success, but luck. We did manage to do it, so that's good. And yeah, and tomorrow is gonna be a busy day though. Tomorrow's gonna be a busy day. A lot of things complete at once. Emphys and Lamb and the farms. Okay, Yatagan agent. This must be Cavendish agent then. There we go. Yeah, sometimes the tooltip works here, sometimes it doesn't. A pretty nice chill game though, like very story based. Okay, let's go home and sleep. Okay, we have 145. That should be enough for now. Okay. And the cycle. Okay, feed the cat and let's go see what is Lem up to. I'm really curious about that first. There's no answer when you buzz Lemma's unit, but the door is open. You push the door and find Mina sitting in the middle of the floor playing with Bun Bun. Hi Mina. Hi Robot, says Mina sullenly, waving Bun Bun's paw without looking up. Where's Daddy? Mina doesn't respond. She walks Bun Bun across the floor, narrating quietly to herself. You look around the unit. It's a mess. Dishes and glasses on the side, some of Mina's clothes piled up in a corner. Mina is sitting by her bag, which is spilled out across the floor. Her drawing slate cracked and dark. This doesn't sound good. Play with Mina. You sit down beside Mina and she turns away, taking Bun Bun with her. But after a while she turns back and you play together. She insists you both Bun Bun on a trip away, dragging the stuffed rabbit across counters and surfaces. You've just started to look at fixing Mina's cracked slate when Lem enters. Sleeper, what are you? He pauses and looks from you to Mina and back again. Never mind. He drops a bag by the door and slumps onto the couch. Where were you? Lem ignores your question, asking one of his own instead. What are you doing here? Mina's not supposed to let anyone in. He glances at her disapprovingly, but she shouts back her own angry look. Look, now it's not a good time. I want to help, dude. Help? Unless you have a side rail ticket or two on you, I don't think there's much you can do here. He pinches the bridge of his nose. You understand they never even put us on the list, right? I've been all around the realm looking for work and I've run into more than a few from the crews. It turns out only long-time Heavenage members were issued those Celis ID numbers. They never planned to consider us. Well, yeah. Heavenage say they didn't know that was what they were going to use to make the draw, and who knows, maybe Celis pulled the wool over their eyes. But what does it matter? All those hours in the yard for a hand-to-mouth wage and nothing else. He slams his hand down on the sofa. That can't be it. Well, it is. He looks at the open door again. They are moving to the side rail up the hub now, you know. He says without meeting your eye. That's where it will depart from. They're bringing in a ship with all their Cyrusly pioneers and transferring them up there in microgravity before loading the crew. Sneak aboard or steal a ticket? Oof. Well, I don't want to go aboard. I have lots of work to do still here on the eye. We could sneak aboard. You think they are just going to let people on board? The security they'll have has to be impossible. He looks over at Mina. Look, we'll be fine. We always have been. I just need a little bit more time. He sighs. We had our hearts set on that trip is all. Mina comes over and climbs onto the lap. He smiles. What if I got you on board? I missed you this past cycles. I miss that optimism. Lem strokes Mina's hair. Look, you want to go up to the hub and ask around? Be my guest. I can't get up there with Mina down here, and I'm sure the side rail will bring in a crowd. But be careful, this kind of thing always attracts scammers and thieves. You find any way aboard, you take it. You need help together? Ask me. But for now, me and Minnie here are sticking to the eye. She looks up at him and smiles. I'll find a way for all of us. No, it's enough for Lem. I'm happy the story continues. Lem smiles but doesn't say anything. You stand to leave and Mina grabs your hand, eager to give you one more smile. Then you're out, back in the walkways of the low end, already thinking of plans to make this right. Well, that's the confidence. Okay. The ship's gone. He's on the other place, I think, and then they told us we can go here, maybe? No? Well, I don't see any way to interact. So how can we do it? Is there anything if we turn this thing around? No? Okay. But I just noticed something. This thing. Emphasis. Oh no, emphasis is done. Okay. Right. Active. Improve the overlook. What if you go and hack? Is there anything here? Heaven Edge agent. Another Heaven Edge agent. Yet again agent. Okay, nothing here. Where did they move the ship? Did they move it up there maybe? Oh, they did. Okay, there's a gimbal lounge here. A spacer bar. Buy a spacer meal. The gimbal sells itself on its spinning sphere, which claims to produce therapeutic gravitational effects. It doesn't, but I sell food. How much do I get for 14? 3 energy. It's alright. Side rail dock. Okay. Away on board. Scout the dock. The side rail is being loaded and prepped. Among all of its commotion, it's possible to find a way on board. A way on board. You hope against hope that there's a chink in the side rail horizon's vast armor. Well, let's find out, I guess. We got a neutral outcome. That's fine. Yeah, these dice don't give me confidence though. Yeah, we can get a negative outcome here. Well, we only lose energy though. I really want to help Lem out here as soon as possible. So that's why we're focusing so hard on this. Even though there's plants waiting to be harvested and all that good stuff, you know, priorities first. I probably care about him the most here. Oh, hello there, Emphis. Did you cook us a nice meal? Emphis is preparing the gyro caps. He has had to heavily adapt this recipe, he says, but the smell is already incredible. It emanates from a strange purplish-white bulb you have never seen before, and he's slicing it finely. He brushes and slices the mushrooms and then places them in the wok with the sliced bulb and the oil. They caramelize there and in that well-worn crucible. He adds liquids, transparent and opaque, and then turns down the heat. A sprinkle of leaves is the final touch. We have a moment, Sleeper, he smiles. Do you have a story? Always, I have so many stories, dude. Something in the scent of the food gives you a feeling of nostalgia, something distant and melancholic. It seems like the story should match the feeling somehow, and maybe you will feel better for telling it. Recall your oldest memories. You start by explaining that when you are emulated from a person, many of your memories are left behind. Perhaps it's an intentional part of the process, a way of keeping sleepers ignorant and malleable, or perhaps it is a side effect of the imperfect emulation. You admit that you don't really know. What you do know is that some memories survive and that on occasion they come back to you, like shadows passing overhead. You detail one recurring memory, which despite returning to you with enough regularity for you to think it familiar, always fades as quickly as it arrives. You struggle to explain the feeling of being whole for a moment that comes with this memory, and then how that wholeness slips away to leave you feeling like you have forgotten something important, but you just can't bring it to your mind. Yeah, that's very annoying when it happens, isn't it? Emphis notes throughout, cooking as he does with deft and skillful movements. You start to trail off when you realize you can't find the words to explain how the memories you do have feel like you both yours and someone else's at the same time, and how that always fills you with a certain sadness. The sadness of remaining forever unknown, even to yourself. Emphis finishes cooking and meets your eye. I'm sorry, Sleeper, for your troubles. He puts the work to one side. I appreciate you sharing with me. He smiles. I hope it lightens you up a little. He passes you a bowl and heaps the gyros into it, their yellow color mixing with a pale sauce in holes and blooms. Eat. The dish is delicious. feeling. It warms you as you eat in a way you weren't even sure your body could be formed. It's a small mercy, you think, that SNRP left you this pleasure. Many of the features of frames are there to simulate human experience, you know that much. Emulated minds cannot be rewired, so their need for embodied experience must be met. That is why you breathe even when you do not need air. Without that simulation, the sensation of drowning would be unbearable. Food serves another purpose. Your frame is able to metabolize it, to produce energy from the raw material. Vitamins and minerals are excess, of course. Your frame only needs raw power, so much is wasted. And yet, while you eat this food and feel the warmth, nothing feels wasted. It all means something to you. As you finish, Emphis takes the bowl, the last of his cleaning. He smiles at you, and neither of you feel the need to say anything more. Instead, you simply exchange nods and walk your separate ways back into the bright market, somehow changed. Right. So Emphis, are you happy now? Matsuke broth. Emphis mentions an old recipe for matsutake broth. All he needs are 2 handfuls of matsutake caps, freshly sourced. Emphis spiced fungus is one of the few things potent enough to simulate your limited taste sensor. It's incredible stuff. Well, I happen to have enough matsutake caps, so... Emphis inhales the deep autumnal aroma of the matsutake caps and nods. He seems impressed, so I guess now we'll have to wait again for him to prepare it. That's fine. That's totally fine. So I guess there is still hope for Lamb, right? Okay, with these bad dice though, can't really do much other than just gather some money here. Well, means to get some more money. Feed the stray. I guess since the mission to do the lambs thing is not timed, I could do another round of farming, I guess. Yeah, it seems like this thing just stays here for a while. So yeah, it seems like we can... It's probably gonna be like something gonna have to work on more and more, but since the farming is like slow and takes 4 cycles for these things to get ready, and if you're gonna need lots of them... This is the wrong area though. Wait. Barter for food, right? Still the harvest. Alright, the area here is where we're growing food. So we can get 0 caps here if we do like a bad harvest. I wonder if that's... Plus fungus healed. Oh yeah, right. Well, I guess we got lucky. We got positive outcomes. Okay, then I'm gonna get another one going. Well, we have enough spores for like a whole bunch of these. So for the next 8 cycles we are covered here. There we go. I think soon we're gonna start the research thing also. Yeah, we definitely could if we wanted to. Jiro samples and Matsutake samples. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna trigger that next episode though. Let's go back home. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that this whole thing will turn out good for Lamb and his daughter. And I still think it's gonna be like I wonder though, like... Okay, so this all happened. There's no drive here for that though. Expose Yannick Flotilla, get to know Memphis, help Bliss compete. Yeah, there's nothing there. Interesting. Okay. But yeah, I still think it's gonna end like I assumed, that we're gonna be able to get him on, but not ourselves, and which is fine. I'm happy with that conclusion. Okay. There we go. And I'm gonna go sell some heavy niche information data. That's gonna be it for this episode though, so just selling some stuff here and wrapping it up here. So in the next episode, the plan is to go and finish inspecting the fleet and see if we can somehow get us on board of that. I still don't want to leave. I want to help everyone here on the station, so they're happy. Like, I want to be a people pleaser here, really. And yeah, that's how you should play the games, as a Miss Goody old two shoes and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. Hopefully enjoy the episode, and let's hope that in the next episode we can help Dilem out and his little mini there. I wish you all to have a wonderful day, do some nice things, be kind to each other, and let's make the world a better place together. Don't forget to comment, give ideas, suggest, criticize, and of course like and subscribe. Pretty important. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. The Neamer signing out. Bye bye.